Rising. This is Empress Priestess. Hope all is well. Um, as you see, I'm having the most amazing day. We are in my Leo Cusper season, so I'm enjoying myself. I hope that you all are as well. We just had the 8-8 Lionsgate Portal. That is a very special day. That's the day I graduated, like from AUM. But what I wanted to get on here and impart is when people are showing you an algorithm through action, not words. Words mean nothing. Actions consummate because there's an expenditure greater energy is expended with action than words. So that doesn't negate that you can use words to create reality. It just means the actions are stronger in consummating what that intent is with words and feelings. But anywho, don't turn away from what you see and be sweet talked into, as they said, or as I've heard it said, if it's not yes or no, then it's from the devil, because you have to convince a person, and convincing is a devilish act. A person is going to disregard what red flags are alarming or blaring or spider senses to accommodate for this convincing. And that's why it's a diabolical act, and we got to be more conscious in how we're interfacing with those outside of us that we come in contact with, because as empaths or whatever, you're going to meet different, levels of people, different degrees and what have you, and you have to know how to move through and beyond. That you don't become stuck in your head and stagnant over something they did or said or whatever the case may be regarding their energy. So don't get yourself caught up in that world. You stay in your vortex, in your lane, parallel to them, and let them work it out. Let them figure it out. All that hostility that comes from something that's within that person. It's not anything that we should bow to or allow ourselves to be convinced that we hold some type of accountability when they hold the accountability. It's called karma. It's the totality of energy expended by one entity. And that's returning to you if it didn't have a host to attach to that you sent it out to attach to. So you get it back, and it comes back in many forms. And it comes back according to what would inconvenience you, what you would find to be an inconvenience, not what that person would find to be an inconvenience. It's your karma to hold. And so we can't keep allowing people to pass their karma on and convince us of this, that, and the third. You have to stand your ground and hold it firm, especially when you want to see the trajectory of things shift. There are some uncomfortable things and energy that has to be present, that has to be battled or warred against to put it in its proper place. But first through clarity, and then those steps would come of how you're to war against it. For success is guaranteed. So trust yourself, trust your intuition, trust your gut, what it's telling you, those spider senses is going off, or whatever anxiety. Trust all of it, because guess what? It's all data, it's all information for this scientific experiment this lifetime. And you're supposed to use it in a higher vibrational way for a higher vibrational shift, if you're looking for a higher vibrational outcome timeline. If not, then keep doing what you're doing that ain't getting you nowhere. It's all up to you. I'm the sole creator of my reality, so I only use my energy when I'm dealing with manifestations and working with things. I'm not worrying about what nobody feel about me, what they said. None of that shit matters. Only thing that matters is how I'm feeling, what I think, what I feel, how I'm moving, what I'm doing, what my perspective or perception is of this reality or human experience that is temporary and will shift at some point. Thoughts and feelings are always fleeting. But no longer accept being convinced. If the actions are not enough and you got to do all that talking means something. Back in the day, women and men didn't do all that talking with each other. They didn't have to. They were the ones that were doing what they were supposed to, holding the household down, doing household things. You don't have time to worry about what another person's doing and all that. That's where knowing what social media plays a role in. It's for business, and it's to be exposed. But what are you exposing is the question. So be clear. I'm always clear when I'm on social media. I don't get caught up in it. I expose myself to what I want to be exposed to. I'm the chooser. Ain't nothing but choosing me. I'm choosing. And so that's how I lead my life. I want it, I get it. It's very simple dynamic. I know what works for me won't work for everyone, but to whatever level or depth of your comprehension, you can use this information and it will reveal itself to you in the way that it should for your timeline. So don't always worry about having full comprehension when you first hear something. Sometimes it has to settle, the dust settles, and then you see what's before you. It's been a grand pleasure. I hope that it spoke to you just to make you think, see how you should shift, how you should move about it in confidence, of course. Validating yourself. That's why you can only use your energy to do these things, because you're self-validating to move beyond what's seen as challenges when they're not. They're just somebody else's verse trying to merge with yours, and this is what that verse is coming with. This is how that verse sees you. This is how that verse is moving with you, and so now you have to take that data and break it down and figure out the benefit to you. And if it's at a detriment to you that you losing, then you know that that's something you need to let go, fall by the wayside, and start detaching if you're attached. Otherwise, keep doing what you're doing if you're not attached. It'll fall by itself. You don't have to, bad fruits fall off the tree. So just think about it. It's been a pleasure. Thank you for your ear. Take care.